Hello everyone, Jimmy with MGM. Today we are going to talk about Necromunda Hive Secundus. I'm going to give you my review of the box that recently released, and we're going to talk about the new kill team. Stay tuned. Alright, we will kick things off with Necromunda and Hive Secundus, and I want to like everything Necromunda that comes out, but quite frankly, I don't have to, and I have some pretty passionate feelings about this box, because upon opening it, I was a bit underwhelmed. Now, there's been a lot of reviews on this box set already, so this one is mine. I did buy my own copy, so I was not sent one in advance. And first off, I want to start with the miniatures that are included with the game and the setting. I think that the setting is absolutely incredible. The thought of descending into a hive, a ruined hive that is restricted or has been off limits, and looking for valuables, or if you're the spires, just looking for trophies and things like that, and then running into these horrific gene stealers, the mouse drain. The setting really is incredible, and I think they've done a fantastic job kind of capturing that in the book. The box does come with 28 miniatures, and they are absolutely gorgeous. We'll look at the sprues now, and you can see from the assembled models and the painted models that are already out there, these things are really nice looking miniatures. I do like the fact that they broke away from the house gangs to give something a little more specific to what's going on. But what I don't like is how it's kind of an all-in-one box experience, and it's a bit limiting. And that's really one of my first gripes, is that you do buy this box and it kind of is just meant for this setting. And that's always subject to change as they come out with new books, new rules, new FAQs, new downloads, all of that stuff. But at the same time, if you were going into this or splitting it with a friend, there's going to be one of you that's kind of left out to go buy your own gang or something else. They need to make everything playable in a Dominion campaign, and I thought they did a good job with this in Dark Uprising, where they introduced corpse grinders as well as enforcers. They gave them Dominion rules, not the best ones in some cases, like if you're the enforcers, but they did have something. I think that's so important when these new boxes release, is they need to be able to carry over to something bigger. Another gripe that I have is the lack of terrain in this box as well. The bulkheads just do not do it for me, and I go back to Necromunda Under Hive when they had the cardboard squares, and then they had the bulkheads. That really didn't do it for me either, because it just felt more 2D. And the entire thing, as you're reading through this and you want to get into the game narratively, you're descending into this abandoned hive. You're descending into abandoned ruins and running into the horrors that have laid there for so long. And it really just doesn't do it for me when you have 2D bulkheads on the table. We go back to Necromunda Under Hive, and it was released very similar, only it had a cardboard mat, but it was just bulkheads and kind of that 2D feeling to it, and that really didn't do it for me either. It wasn't until Dark Uprising came out, and I saw the pictures, and I saw the miniatures on the table, and the shadows that the terrain was creating, and the Zone Mortalis style setup. That really captured my heart and captured my imagination and made me want to buy that box. It made me want to run out and say, "Hey, look, take my money. This is what I want. I'm all in on this," and it's led to so much more. Heck, it's led to me starting my own YouTube channel and covering a lot of Necromunda things. It's at least something that I think they could have charged more for, and included maybe some of the ruined terrain, and made it similar to Hive War, where you get two gangs and you get some starter terrain to get things started, to really kind of get your imagination going, and then that gives you the feeling of, hey look, I want to expand and I want more. That out of the way, we look at cost at $170 retail for the Secundus box, and Hive War being at $178.50. It just feels like that they put a lot of value into the book. And as of right now, that book feels a bit limited. There's no trading post or anything like that in this campaign. So if you're just looking to play this campaign, this box would probably be a good pickup for you. It still feels like that you're getting less for more, and I just feel like it could have been done so much better for me. And keep in mind, this is just for me. The miniatures can be fantastic, but it's got to have something else to it. And for me, the feeling when I purchased this, I was so excited, but upon getting it, there's just not a whole lot of wow factor in it, other than the miniatures. The campaign, that's fantastic, but what else can I do with it? And it's just not there. I compare it back to when I purchased Dark Uprising and that came in. I was over the moon with the amount of stuff that was in that box. And I get, at the time, it was $300. It was super expensive. So, from a pricing perspective, I'm one of those people where I will pay more if I feel like that I'm getting something of value for it. And I just don't feel like that this box provided that for me. And that's just kind of where I'm at with this box. And your experience may be different, but it's just for a self-contained game. I think it's good. But for, I think, what most of us see our games in with Necromunda being that 3D world, it's not something that we want to imagine. It's something that we want to play in. And I feel like that not including some terrain or something to springboard you into something bigger was just a big miss. Now, I'm not going to talk about the box, as I did have one additional gripe about how flimsy the box was. I'm one of those people where I store terrain in the sturdy boxes that Games Workshop creates. I really like that because it allows me to stack away my terrain neatly in some shelves and things like that. And this box was really flimsy, and it is going to go straight into the recycling bin. But with that, let's flip gears to Kill Team, and I have not released a Kill Team battle report in a few months now. I am not normally seen as kind of the Kill Team guy, if you will, but I am really excited for the next version of Kill Team that's coming out. The new box, Hivestorm, it looks absolutely incredible, and of course, it features two factions in it, the Tempestuous Aquilon and the Vespid Stingwing, another Tau faction. One of the things that worries me about Kill Team is the number of factions that are coming out and how specific they are. So my worry is, for example, my Orc Commandos that I put together, painted, and I've maybe played 5 or 6 games with them, could be replaced by some superior Orc kill team. You look at Tau, and they're now going to have 3 kill teams, Pathfinders, the Kroot, and now the Vespid Stingwing. They're all going to have different rules and things like that, although Games Workshop has said that the rules are going to be free and it's going to be kind of a living document. I often wonder what the catch is. I do think the miniatures are really good in this one. I wouldn't mind seeing them tone the number of operatives down and having a few more warriors in a 10-man group. So in the last Kill Team, you could have 10 or more, different kinds of specialists. And it was a lot to remember. There was always a lot going on. So I wouldn't mind seeing that toned down to maybe 5 or 6, and then including some just normal warriors to fill out the rest of the roster. I do like the miniatures in this one, so I am excited about that. The terrain looks absolutely fantastic as well. They are giving you an entire war zone, so 22 miniatures. You're going to get a 112-page core book, and then a 72-page Hivestorm dossier that is going to allow you to kind of play in this war zone. So the Hivestorm box looks like it's going to be pretty good, and I don't know what the pricing is on this yet. I don't know if I'm going to pick up the box or not. I would absolutely love to. What I do know is when Kill Team updates the rules, or when Games Workshop updates the rules, we will get back into playing Kill Team. It'll be interesting to see what they do for Kill Team in 2025. Of course, behind me, if you saw my intro video, I still have a few boxes that I need to get through from the previous releases, and that's one of my gripes with the Kill Team releases as they happened in 2021. The Octarius box launched, I grabbed it, I finally got both factions painted up and all of the terrain and had everything on the table, and then I did the same thing for Chalnath, and then the boxes just kept coming and kept coming and coming. And I got to a point where I couldn't keep up. So I still have Morok and I still have Into the Dark still on the sprue, and I finally just had to stop buying box sets. And this is another one where I want to buy this box, but I'm not, because I still have 2 more boxes to paint up. And that's one of those things where I don't want to continue to be in this wheel of buying every single box that comes out. If Games Workshop could slow down the releases and allow us to enjoy it a little more, that would be something that the average hobby, which I consider myself just the average hobbyist, I think that's something that we would appreciate. At any rate, the news surrounding Hivestorm has been good. I do look forward to see what changes they have made for Kill Team, and you can look forward to seeing more of those battle reports coming up in the future. Alright, as always, thank you so much for watching the video. Supporters Club, I'm going to flash your names on the screen now. Really appreciate your support. It is by no means necessary. If you've watched the video this far, you've done more than enough to support the channel. If you'd like any more information about our hobby activities, you can check us out online at miniaturegamemontage.com. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.